morning. My name's Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel, From Gratitude to Greatness. Um, Today, I'd like to talk to you about grief, grieving a loved one or an animal, or there's so many things you can grieve: the loss of a job, um, just moving to some other place you're not comfortable with, and you miss your last location. But anyway, the past few months I've been dealing with grief. So I'm going to tell you kind of how I um, am dealing with it, what I'm doing to ease the pain, and and maybe it will help someone else with their grief. So I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I do different subjects each time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes it's a meditation, sometimes I'm cooking, sometimes I'm doing a project, like I decorated my front door, just odds and ends of things. It doesn't go with the algorithm, but it um, is what I want to do. I don't want to just do one thing at this moment in time anyway. But a few months ago, my dog Thor passed away, and he was with me like constantly for the previous 5 years. And now last week, my dad passed away. So I'm still grieving my dog, and now I have my dad. Um, and right now I'm feeling pretty good, but things will happen, throughout the day, and then you'll feel the sadness, or I will feel the sadness coming over me again. For instance, with my dad, I walked into the grocery store a couple days ago, and right in the front was his favorite kind of oranges that come out just at certain times of the year. Matsumas, I think they're called. And I would always buy him a couple of those oranges. They were his favorite. And then, I saw those in the store. Then I'm just trying not to start bawling in the middle of the store. So things like that happen with my dog. Oh, things happen all the time that brings me to tears. Like just going for a walk in places where we used to walk. Um, that's really hard for me, and I cry almost every time I go to the tree where we used to walk under, and he would sniff around for squirrels, and I cry. Um, when I look in the back seat of my car and he's not there, I feel I feel sadness. Um, for my dad, when I think of all the things that we used to do growing up, and maybe places we used to eat in my adult years, it makes me sad. But I'm happy my dad is out of his pain. um, I'm so happy and grateful for that. you know Even though you suffer through loss, you can be grateful at the same time. For my dad, I'm grateful he was my dad. He taught me so much, respect of others, kindness. He taught me how to treat the earth, the land, water. He taught me just so much, how to grow my garden. I know I've said that on my channel before, when I didn't appreciate it. Um, he taught me the beauty out in nature, hiking and backpacking, and he taught me how to love animals, you know, deeply, to care for animals, because we always had animals growing up. Um, he was a kind man. And one thing I found that helps me through the grief is talking to others about him and things we used to do. I made another video that I posted to my friends on Facebook, with pictures of him that honor him, and I spoke about him even though I was crying. But it helps to get it out. It helps to talk to others about it. I journal. I journal about my dog and my dad and just whatever ever else I want to journal with. Um, Another thing, um, like for my dad, that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one of his favorite meals, chiapino with seafood. He loves seafood, so I'm gonna do that and think of him, when my family and I, celebrate his life. It's just going to be a few of us, maybe, my other cousin and just a couple other people. We're going to his favorite mushroom picking place because he loved to pick mushrooms and eat mushrooms, and we're going to go there and celebrate his life in a place that he loved and have a picnic and distribute his ashes there. That's where my mom is too, because that was one of their favorite mushroom picking places. Then maybe, maybe we'll be overgrown with mushrooms there because my mom and dad are there. So I'm grateful I know places like that. If it wasn't for my dad and my mom, I never, would have learned to love nature so much. So I'm so grateful that they were my parents. And, I'm grateful for all the time that I had with them. It wasn't enough. It always seems like it's not enough. But I'm also grateful that I have different groups that I belong to, mediumship, trance mediumship, healing group, psychic medium group. And I know that there is life after death here on earth. I know that there is because I've I've communicated with people who have passed on. So that helps me to ease the pain. Um, so I'm really grateful for my groups that really helps me through something like this. Um, I don't know. I just feel so honored to have had the parents that I had, even though I wasn't so respectful of them when I was young, when I was in my teenage years. I do regret that. Um, when I didn't want to listen to them and I went out partying and doing all the bad things that were learning experiences, of course, that I did. Um, but death makes, I don't know, it's making me worry about, um, someone else dying or my cat dying or disappearing. I don't know. I'm trying to get that out of my head. But journaling, talking about it, getting my feelings out, that really helps. So I recommend all of these things that I've told you. Um, I haven't done this yet with my dad, but with my dog, you write a letter, um, to the person or the pet that's passed and tell them all the things you're grateful for, um, that that you did, through your life with them, that they did, that you respect and have so much gratitude for. Um, but anyway, I hope this helps. See me doing this YouTube video. It does help me grow, and I don't speak perfectly. I know I'm just learning YouTube. I've mentioned this before to other people who follow me. Um, but I really, really hope that this can help someone out there to know that you know, you the grief gets less and less every day, but you always remember someone with gratitude and do something they used to like to do and think of them and talk to them like they're still here because they're around you. Your loved ones are around you. They hear you. Your pets hear you. And watch for signs. I get signs from my dog all the time, and I know it's my dog Thor sending me those signs. I've waited for my dad to send me a sign, um, but I'm sure he will. My mom, when I see a hummingbird, I know it's my mom, not in the hummingbird, but it's her sending the hummingbird to say hello to me. That's how she's sending me a message. Before my aunt died last year, I spoke with her on the phone when she was passing, and I told her to come back to me as a blue jay because I never see blue jays where I live. And a few days later, I was at a class, and it was lunchtime, and I looked out the window there, and there was a blue jay. There was a couple of blue jays, and I know that was my aunt coming to say hi. So that was really, really cool. Um, yeah, and my dog Thor always sends me messages. Just waiting for the message from my dad. So anyway, always ask for those messages and then watch for them. Watch for them. Mhm. And then you will see them, and it will make your day. It will make you feel better. So anyway, that's all I have for today. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. And if you're suffering through grief, just know that your loved ones are with you, watching over you, and they haven't really left their souls around you. So have a great day. Please like and subscribe. I'd really be grateful. Thank you for joining me.